Hey guys, winter has returned just when the majority of people are ready for spring. Over the past few days, there's been lake effect snow, below normal temperatures, and now over the next few days, I'm going to be tracking multiple snowstorms moving across the north. Now, in my March forecast video a few weeks ago, I did hint that the second half of March will be more seasonable. So that's what's going on at the moment. So today's March 22nd, and I want to show you guys just the multiple snowstorms I'm going to be tracking over the next few days. Um, so at the moment, these are the weather alerts right now, currently across the country. Anywhere in these blue, purple, and pink areas, that's snow alerts all up here. Um, and in more detail, the darker blue areas are winter storm watches, the purple areas are winter weather advisories, and then the pink areas are winter storm warnings. And we have a few over here too in northern Illinois and adjacent Iowa. So that's basically where we'll be seeing heavy snow over the next few days. And I want to go into details about just each one quickly. So let's go to the model here. This is the European model precipitation forecast. This is today at the moment, March 22nd. We can see there's a quick snow system moving through the Great Lakes region and Midwest right here. That'll be tracking to the east and into the northeast tonight and tomorrow. So there could be several inches of snow out of this in parts of Wisconsin, Michigan. That's where we had the winter storm warnings there in northern Illinois and eastern Iowa. I think there'll be heavier snow amounts there. But as this merges with the southern system here, you could see this low pressure in the southeast will be tracking north. And as these two merge, they'll produce a pretty intense snowstorms for interior New England. This is for tomorrow afternoon on March 23rd. Look at this area of dark blue across northern New England. There could be very heavy snowfall rates tomorrow there. And then you can see we even get some purple shadings tomorrow night here in parts of Maine. There could be extremely heavy snowfall rates there in northern Maine. I wouldn't be surprised if there's even a little bit of thunder snow. And also blizzard conditions. I think it could be a very intense, quick hitting snowstorm for parts of Maine. And also northern portions of New Hampshire and Vermont. But then as soon as that one departs, notice how we have another low pressure system developing across Colorado here. And then on the northern side of that, we have snow across Montana and the Dakotas. This will be Sunday, March 24th. And then watch how the upper Midwest starts to fill in with snow as that low pressure system starts to deepen rapidly, potentially getting as low as 980 millibars by Sunday night over Colorado or Kansas. And look at all this snow on the northern side of it. This will be spreading to that whole area there. And as this low pressure system starts to move to the north and east, we could get some heavier snowfall rates somewhere in South Dakota, Minnesota, around the Minneapolis area. This is still a few days away, so it might change a bit. But in general, somewhere in South Dakota, Minnesota, and maybe even Nebraska could get some heavier snowfall rates by Monday, March 25th. And as that whole system departs to the north, it takes the snow with it into Canada. And then going out, and then we get a period of more quieter weather. But we could get another system at the end of the week into next week on March 30th that could bring more snow to the Rockies and parts of the Great Plains states around April 1st. But that's still a ways away at the moment. I want to show you guys snowfall totals over the next few days because some areas are going to get some pretty intense snowfall, especially for late March standards. So this is going over the next 36, 48 hours by Saturday night, by the end of March 23rd. Notice, especially here in Maine. Actually, let's go out a little further. Right here. Now, the snowfall in Maine might be very intense. The European model is forecasting over 2 feet for parts of Maine and New Hampshire, with a large area over 1 foot around that. So that could be I think this is going to be probably the most intense snowstorm of the season, honestly, for Maine and northern New England. and then you'll notice how we have a few inches of snow for the Great Lakes region over here. And then going into and once that next system starts going, notice the new round of snowfall totals piling up for the upper Midwest. So snowfall totals with that system for the upper Midwest, huge area of over 6 inches possible for Montana, the Dakotas, Minnesota, Wisconsin, parts of Nebraska. But I think there will be a real bullseye in this area here, of where we could get snowfall totals of around a foot for portions of Minnesota, eastern South Dakota, maybe into central Nebraska. This includes places like Minneapolis, St. Cloud, Aberdeen, South Dakota, maybe Valentine, Nebraska here. Um, and this area of Minnesota has actually gotten very little snow this season. I'll show you guys a snowfall map for the whole season. But this will help fill in their snowfall deficit for portions of Minnesota. Um, and I think, yeah, I'll show you guys that right now, actually. Let's go to the observed snowfall, season snowfall analysis here. So this is the observed snowfall that we've seen the whole winter so far. Um, Notice right here in Minnesota, there's a bit of a deficit, or what we call a snow hole, where they haven't everyone around them has gotten a lot of snow, but not exactly in that area. That includes places like Minneapolis. So this snowfall occurring over the next few days will help fill in that hole and that deficit there. And but notice how the whole area here, yeah, 12 to 36 inches of snow, but the whole mid parts of the Midwest have been getting below average snowfall this winter, just like the majority of the country had below normal snowfall this winter. So these snowstorms the next few days will help cut into that deficit. It'll also help with the spring vegetation. It'll put more moisture into the ground for the spring months, which is good news because it hasn't been a lot this winter. But other than that, also I want to show you guys the temperature outlook over the next few weeks, how long this might last. So here, this is the CFS, the seasonal forecast model. This is looking at temperature anomalies over the next few weeks. The first map goes from March 22nd to the 28th, and the bottom map goes from the 29th to April 4th. Anywhere in blue here is where we could get some below normal temperatures forecasted, which for this first week, these next 7 days, could be below average for much of the United States, even into Canada, and then going into next week all the way into April 4th. Notice how we still have below normal temperatures forecasted for portions of the Midwest, the central United States, the southwestern United States. So over the next 2 weeks, this colder than normal weather pattern will continue, where we have constant troughs moving through. Something that hasn't happened the entire winter, and now it's finally happening once spring starts. And then going into the following 2 weeks after that, this is the April 5th to the 11th on the top map. Notice how we could still it's still showing below normal temperatures for much of the central and eastern United States, going all the way out to April 5th to the April 11th. And then even beyond that, in the bottom map here, still showing below normal temperatures possible all the way through mid-April potentially for the central and eastern United States. So this colder than normal weather pattern we're in at the moment might be pretty hard to shake off over the next two to 4 weeks. We'll see if it could actually linger into mid-April. But the way it's looking now, we might be stuck in this for quite some time, where we get below normal temperatures, snow across the northern tier, maybe even into early April. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more snow across the Dakotas into early April. But overall, it could be pretty damp and cloudy and troughy. And I know the solar eclipse is happening on April 8th, and with this troughy kind of pattern going on, I'm not too excited about it in terms of cloud cover. Anytime you get below normal temperatures and troughs moving through, you get cloud cover. So hopefully that changes a bit. But other than that, that's all I got. Just want to talk about this colder than normal pattern we're in, and the snowstorms, which hasn't happened all winter really, and then now we're finally getting it now. Well, anyway, I hope everyone has a good day, everyone. See you next time.